What's up, guys? It's your boy Zeus Skin, and today we're going to be looking over the brand new patch notes that came out today. I don't know if it was like, I think it was like an hour or two ago. But anyways, it's super early, man. I don't usually wake up at like 11:30, man. I'd be staying up. I'd be waking up at like 2 p.m. So if my voice sounds like tired, it's because I am. Anyway, hey KO crew, we want to provide some context around our recent updates and the status of Zeus and the planned balance patch. Long story short, we had planned to release the update in its entirety today. However, we ran into a late stage issue that was severe enough to not move forward without fixing it. This normally wouldn't delay us beyond a few days. However, a few days in this case is the holiday season, and our platform partners take a well-earned break from certification. So while we are working hard on this update, and we'll get it to you as soon as we can, it may not hit our intended target of this week and most likely will be in January. So basically, all of the stuff that they were talking about dropping is not going to drop for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks plus. But anyway, in the meantime, we decided to push as many of the balance changes as we can without doing a full update. This will address many of the concerns the community has about key characters. Some changes are missing as they require an update, which we'll deliver alongside Zeus when they are ready. Today's patch notes, as well as a preview of next patch, are both live, so here you are. Here you all are fully in the loop with us. This also means that some aspects of the game, namely the tooltip UI, will not reflect these new changes. This may be an annoyance for some, but we will feel the balance changes are too important to hold back any longer and are worth the temporary errors. For reference, look at the notes for the in-game values on altered abilities until our next patch, which should resolve this. Cool. Okay, I know that was a lot to start off with, but they put it there. So anyways, now that we're done talking about all that, let's go ahead and get into the patch notes. Now, they better have some buffs and nerfs for some certain characters, but we're gonna have to see. Starting off, 3v3 map, Spirit Shrine. Our first Japanese arena, this shrine functions as a fishing village, which is home to many wandering spirits. Take a step onto the nearby boat, fight around the central bell, and watch out for the mighty Umibozu as the tides occasionally rise and try to wash you away. Obviously we can't really see here. Let me try to enhance it. Okay, so we did get to enhance it. There you guys go right there. That is going to be the new stage. It's like 3 different sides, a bell in the middle, which I assume does damage or something, and apparently there's gonna be, you know, something that jumps out of the water every, you know, couple of minutes or something. So new stage, I'm excited to see what it looks like and stuff. Nice. Moving on, god costs. In order to address community concerns, we're reducing the price of gods to 500 runes from 600. This means the price of a single god aligns with the price of our base rune pack. We'll issue a refund of 100 runes for every god purchase players have done via runes. This will happen throughout the day, but if you have not received yours by tomorrow, please contact our support team for assistance. So I think this is a really nice change. Basically, you can get a god for $5 instead of have to paying 10 and then spending 6 of that 10. You can just flat out get it for $5, and they're going to be refunding anyone that bought it for 600. So that's really, really good. God balance. Amaterasu better be getting nerfed. Amaterasu is currently overperforming when successfully performing fast combos, killing at too low a percent because she literally spikes them on the edge of the stage. The goal of our changes is to diminish the amount of damage that she is able to do, as well as delaying her ability to kill with the ultimate. Yeah, her ult, because that's the thing, her ult is way too easy. She gets it fast, it's way too easy to hit, and she can combo into it, and it kills, on top of her being able to kill with her her air light, or air light heavy. She just has way too many kill moves that are not like punishable, because like obviously everybody has a kill move with like a heavy or a charged heavy, but it's like they have to charge it up and it's like super slow and it's with punishable. But like if she combos into her kills, you can't punish her because you're getting comboed. So very, very nice. I like that. Okay, so talents, Way of the Blade, reduce extra damage from 1 from 2. Out of here, second air light damage reduced to 4, knockback reduced to 10%. It was 5 and 15. I like this. Second air light, so basically she's not going to be able to, you know, kill with her light at near as easy because knockbacks reduced and damage reduced. Switching straight, I feel like the knockback on that, like the air light heavy, should have been reduced too, but I don't know. Switching strike, extra damage reduced to 5 was 8. Disabled until next major update. Okay, I guess. I mean, it's alright. And this is only like, this is second air light damage, so this isn't even the first time she uses her air light. I don't know. I feel like these buffs are kind of whatever. Moving on to Athena. Athena's parry is currently too punishing at a low level. Reduced damage of successful parry to 15 was 20. Okay, that's a really good change, because a lot of Athenas that are, you know, lower level, that literally just spam it. As soon as you get close, I'm gonna press it. So the fact that it does less damage is really nice. We're balancing the amount of damage that Izanami can do, especially when not successfully hitting all parts of her combos. Izanami definitely seemed like a character that she has combos, but she was getting off damage and kills, not utilizing combos. Like, so it's just like she's only hit me with one part of the combo, or she's only, you know what I mean? So I think this is reasonable. Reduced damage to 8 from 10, nice. And then talent slicing sickle reduced to 3 damage was 5, and then ambush reduced to 10%, ultimate was 15, nice. All right, so let's see. Soul is proposing a unique playstyle, but values all around were not in line with the rest of the characters. I agree. I think Soul was only decent in 3v3s, and 2v2s, 1v1s, not even close. So, and that's the thing, she wasn't even broken in 3v3, so I'm already liking where this is going. We will revisit in a later patch to see how players are using her kit that values are balanced compared to the rest of the roster. I like this. Disapparate, increased damage to 10 was 6, nice. Increased damage to 15 was 10. Oh my goodness, I don't know about the fireball one. Fireball is a little crazy, but whatever. And then combustion, increased damage to 12 was 10. So she got buffed all around, which is crazy because I'm about to be spamming her. Because I already got Hercules to level 16. I need to get her to level 14. I'm going to be spamming her, so this is going to be really nice. Susanoo's playstyle is still somewhat, is still something that we want in game, but his kit was overall way too effective. And this is a fact. All of his stuff combos and everything is ridiculous. Air Light reduced damage from 7 from 9. Tooltip in game set 11. This was an error, okay. Air Light and Air Heavy is now a true combo. I think that's fair. I think that's supposed to be how it is. Yikes. Updraft, reduced damage to 10 from 12. Okay. Storm Kata, reduced damage of first hit to 5 was 10. I think this is nice. I think R1 should not do 10 damage. If whenever R2 and R3 are going to be doing, yeah, I don't think R1 should do 10. So that's good. Talent send off, reduced damage from 4 was 7. Okay, I mean, whatever. I think that this patch was a very good patch in terms of balancing. I think the last one buffed Thanatos and then nerfed Susanoo in an area that didn't matter. I think that was whatever, but they are definitely hitting some good areas now. I'm a little iffy on Susanoo, or Amaterasu. I feel like she could have been nerfed a little bit better, but whatever. Athena's decent one. Izanami really good. And the one character that got buffed, I think, was a character that actually was underperforming compared to the other gods. So I really like this. God balance. Okay, so there's more balances. What? I feel like, so there's just more balances. Got you. Amaterasu's uppercut does not read well as it's a bit too fast, and there's too much leeway for players to counterattack attacks with this fast of an ability startup. This change should help reduce the ability for Amaterasu to counter attacks while improving readability. So her uppercut, they slowed it. Okay, they made it slower. So I mean, this is a nerf, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, bug fixes made sure uppercut is sending opponents forward. Cool. Arthur's projectile needs to be more aggressive, so we think the extra projectile speed. What? His projectile needs to be more aggressive. It is a huge hitbox that has infinite range. What are we talking about? That's insane. Extra projectile speed will help with that. We also want to encourage Arthur players to play around with the ultimate a lot more than what's currently done, so its ultimate received a substantial buff. Increase wave slash speed by 10%. I don't agree. Increase duration to 13 seconds. And then hits now did 50%, increased damage was 30. Yeah, I feel like we could have moved it to 40, but I agree with the buff to his ult. Athena reduced pulse fire to 0.55 was 1-1. Okay. Fine. Hercules' ultimate will now be a more interesting pattern to deal with, as the third hit has less knockback than the last hit. I don't think this matters at all, because usually what happens is people will dodge the third hit and not the last hit anyway. Now, maybe people are going to start getting hit by the third hit and dodge the last, but I doubt it. I feel like they're going to die no matter what. Look up, reduced damage from to 10 was 12. Cool. Izanami forces players to adapt her abilities for too long. We like the unique playstyle she proposes, but want to make sure her enemies have an opportunity to reduce stealth from, to 3 from 4. I think that's nice. So what else? Preheated. Ult charge on game start reduced to 15 from 20. This is whatever. Fix the bug on combustion with being able to put the ability on half cooldown if you dodge, just as the explosion occurs. Okay, that's nice. Cool. Whatever. The main changes here will be reduced time to profit from his Stormkata ability, meaning that punishing mistakes against Susanoo will be much easier. Thank you. Air Light and the Air Heavy is now true combo. We already saw that. Reduced time allowable between firing hits to 3.25 was 4. I think that's nice. Actually, really good. Thor buffs. Yes, sir! Thor clearly needed quality of life changes on his whirlwind in order to compete against other characters. Also, his hold heavy's range was not in line with the rest of the roster. We're looking forward to see how these changes will perform. Hold heavy warp distance increased by 4 meters. That's his body, so that's really good. Oh my goodness. Anvil of Dawn, increased radius by 10%. Nice. And then Mjolnir attunement. Allow Thor to dodge out of the ability and allow jump during the ability. Base speed increased from 30 to 40%. Okay. I think that's really good. This, especially speed. And then spinning spree reduced movement speed bonus from 25 to 15. Okay, so this is a nerf, but okay, sure. Ymir's hold heavy was intended, or always intended, to be longer range than the rest of the cast, but this is way too surprising for players entering the matchup. Yeah, because he literally just spams it all the time, and you'd be nowhere near him, but his character goes like 3 miles and then like smacks you. So yeah, really, really far. But this, okay, the main change is the Frost Breath. Currently, Ymir can counter all attacks with this ability while he has super armor, meaning he would not take the damage. We're making that change so that players can still inflict damage via attacks when Ymir is using Frost Breath. Okay, nice. Hold heavy warp distance reduced by 2.5 meters. Really good, because there's just no reason he was going that far. Frost Breath reduced frozen time to 2.5 was 3. It doesn't matter, bro. You're frozen. This ability can no longer counter. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what it means by this is, so it goes ability heavy light. So if you're using a heavy or a light attack, this ability will no longer stop you from using it. So you can still hit them. And then Talon's Frostbite reduced damage to 6 per crater was 8. And then capped the amount of crater per wall to maximum of 2 was infinite. Okay, so I guess this is like, he can't do the infinite like wall combo thingy. But yeah. Now, upcoming changes. God, Zeus, King of Olympus. Ruler of Mount Olympus, the mighty god of lightning commands respect and awe from his foes. His ability to cast and control the arena through shocking displays makes him a formidable ally or enemy. Here's a brief glimpse at his kit. Well, we've already seen it, so I'm not really sure why. I don't know. But anyways, Surge. Zeus dashes forward, damaging enemies along the way. Zeus can refire this ability with a limited window to dash again. This is his Q ability, by the way. If you guys didn't see my Zeus reveal, I have all the gameplay there. So, anyway, Bolt of Olympus. Zeus holds a Bolt of Olympus aloft before throwing the projectile forward, stopping on first enemy hit. If Zeus holds and charges it, it deals increased damage, becomes a large projectile, and will shock nearby enemies, or enemies near the target. Thunderstrike, and this is his E ability. Thunderstruck. Calling down the thunder from the sky, Zeus strikes 3 areas in a line in front of him in a quick sequence. Enemies hit by the initial 2 strikes take damage and are pushed into the next hit. Enemies hit by the final strike take increased damage and heavy knockback. This is his Q ability, and what they're saying is it combos. So if you hit the front one, you're going to hit the second and third one, and if you hit the second one, you're going to hit the third one. So it forces them into it. Really nice. Heaven's Rage. Zeus flies into the air before throwing down bolts from the sky 3 at a time. Now, it says 3 at a time, but it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. So, it's like it's combo. He goes like, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. He does that every time. You cannot cancel it. And the reason why they wanted that to be is so that whenever that people hear it, they'll know exactly what's going on and how many bolts of lightning he's thrown. So, just letting y'all know. Enemies hit by the bolts that take damage and become... Enemies hit by the bolts take damage and become charged. Targets can be charged up to 3 times. If Zeus has charged enemies after throwing all his bolts, he will snap his fingers and call down a lightning strike on the target. For each charges, its area of effect increases in size and knockback. So there you guys go as far as that. Now, let's get into a skin, which I've never seen this skin, so this is brand new to everybody, I believe. Cyber Forged Zeus, coming alongside the god himself in his first skin, Cyber Forged Zeus. This version of Zeus has fully embraced the technology his electricity provides and will be available in the shop during this update. Showing you guys an up close look. You can see right here, it actually looks pretty good, and it looks different, a lot different than the normal Zeus skin. So I actually really like it. A lot of times, when skins come out, they kind of look similar, but I feel like Hi-Rez has done a really good job of making all the skins look decently different. So anyway, I like that. Now, moving on. Core combat changes. We added a 0.2 delay before you can cancel or recast your movement abilities. Ability 1 on the following gods: Athena, Thor, Susanoo, Arthur, Thanatos, Izanami. Now, you want to know why they did this? Because, and it's not even all these characters really, but one of the main offenders is Susanoo. He would literally light heavy you, and then you use your Q ability to jump up. He'd use his Q ability to jump up, cancel it, and then he'd use his light heavy again. So you're dead. You're dead now. So basically, Susanoo would cancel his Q into lights and heavy attacks. Now, all of these characters can do this, but yeah, that's the main reason they did this. You had 2 problems with movement abilities. First, players were able to cancel very early in order to reset aerial attack. I just explained, yeah. So, this was causing major imbalances and would in the end mean we would need to redesign air attacks for characters like Look, I told you! Susanoo, as they push players quite a lot and could be used to eliminate opponents early. Secondly, the ability and animations were never designed to be instant confirm, and therefore would lead to some problems where players could still hit characters confirming their movement ability cast. The way our game works, the capsule stays where the movement ability is confirmed, so if you confirm straight away, you could get hit while you're animating in the air. We're implementing a technical design that prevents multiple players from keeping enemies in long combos. When the system detects abusive combos being performed, it will apply a knockback to the victim in order to break the combo. This change will help prevent infinite combos in 1v2 and 1v3 scenarios. Okay, I think that's really good because you can 1v1 and 1v3 in this game. I've done it. But if you go against some good players, they're going to combo you one after another. They're going to chain their combos. So the fact that they will allow us to get out of that is going to be really nice. And then cratering force. The force at which you bounce off the ground after a spike will now be increased by your percentage of vulnerability. I think that this should have always been a thing. This will result in spikes not allowing to link and so basically you can't combo after spiking someone because now they'll knock back farther. Not sure why that was a thing, but whatever. This will result in spikes not allowing to link in between different attacks and effectively negate the ability for spike to be used to chain combos together beyond certain vulnerability. Cool. So overall, really good patch notes. I think, and I apologize because these are a lot of patch notes, but these are really good patch notes. And anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.